I've interviewed dozens, maybe hundreds at this point, of people who have retired young. Every single one of them went back to work.
Hey, it's Kevin Amolsch, Pine Financial Group, where we work together so you succeed. Hey, you found us here on Facebook. You found us here on YouTube. Help us out. We're trying to build a channel so we can help more real estate investors just like you. Hit like, hit subscribe, leave us a comment below so we could interact with you. That's really what we're here for. We have a very special guest today. I know we don't bring a lot of guests on the channel, but I wanted to bring on Brian because he has some very interesting topics. One in particular that he really enlightened me on when we did a couple podcasts together, and it's creating your dream lifestyle and retiring early. So how do we retire early and live our dream lifestyle? In fact, let's talk about what is a dream lifestyle, Brian. What's up, man?
Well, Kevin, thank you so much for having me on the show. Pumped to be here.
Yeah, so tell us quickly, because this is a short video, as you know, who you are and why you're even qualified to be here talking about this.
Yeah, so I'm a co-founder of Spark Rental. I have lived overseas for 9 years now with my wife and now my daughter as well. I've been able to do that by cobbling together a whole series of income streams, some active, some passive. And one of the things that I have discovered over the last 9 years is that you don't have to actually be financially independent to live your ideal lifestyle that you would be living even if you were financially independent. And I'm a perfect example of that. I don't consider myself financially independent, but I am living the exact same way that I would be living if I did. And I'll tell you how this realization came about for me a long time ago. I've interviewed dozens, maybe hundreds at this point, of people who have retired young. Every single one of them went back to work. So that whole notion of like the FIRE movement, and I'm gonna retire and I'm gonna go sit on a beach and I'm gonna sip pina coladas for the rest of my days. It's a myth. It doesn't actually happen, because maybe you might do that for the first month after retiring, right? And then you get bored and you'll get waterlogged from drinking too much. And you'll get depressed from all of that stuff. And what do? You go back to work, but you go back to work on your own terms, working the hours that you want to be working, doing the work that you are super passionate about and that fulfills you, and geographically where you want to be, or maybe location independent. It's all on your own terms. And you're going to earn something from that, right? Maybe it's not quite as much as you were earning at your high stress, high octane job, right? But you're going to be earning something. So the question then becomes, if the goal is not sitting on a beach on the rest of your life, you don't have to replace your entire living expenses with passive income, right? You just need to figure out what is the shortfall between what my dream work pays and my target budget, like my target expenses for the year. And maybe there isn't even a shortfall. Maybe you can just quit your job today and go do your dream work. And, in which case, turn this off and go do it now. Right. But, for most of us, there's a reason why we aren't already working our dream work. It probably pays a little bit less than what we're doing now. So figure out that shortfall, find a way to cover it with passive income, or, freelance active income, or starting a business or a side gig or whatever it is. Find a way to cover that gap and quit your job and go do your dream work now.
Yeah, I love the concept, Brian. It's something that we don't hear too often, because we do hear create enough passive income to cover our expenses. That's the Robert Kiyosaki get out of the rat race model. And your concept here is something I haven't heard of before, which is why I wanted you to share it with our audience. It doesn't mean that. Retirement potentially doesn't mean retiring at all.
Not if you do it young, anyway. I mean, if you retire at 70, yeah, you will probably actually retire. but
I
but
gotcha.
if you're retiring at 30,
but yeah, I get you.
Yeah, I mean, 30, 40, 50, you still have so much in you to do and to give and to be. So this notion of, I'm just going to sit around and watch TV or sit on a beach for the rest of my life, when you retire in your 30s, 40s, early 50s, it's just it's not how life works. So, you can skip a lot of that heartache and a lot of those years of, scraping and scrimping and investing heavily to reach financial independence. You don't actually have to go through all of that in order to get where you want to be, because where you really want to be is having control over your work and doing your dream work. That's the real goal. So circumvent all of that extra, hustle, looping around and just go straight to, what is my ideal lifestyle? What is my ideal work? What does it pay? And how do I bridge that gap?
So step one, what Brian's telling us here, step one, find out what your dream work is. What is it you even want to be doing? It all starts with that. Great, man. Anything else right before we jump off here?
No, no. I mean, free to reach out to me anytime, Brian@sparkrental.com. I'm here.
Hey,
We are
you
very much
do
a
some
mom and pop
coaching
business.
and you got a little group and you got some of this, you're helping real estate investors daily. How do we, yeah, I'm sorry to cut you off there. How do we get a hold of you?
Yeah, yeah, no. So sparkrental.com, we run a passive real estate investment club. So every month we go in on passive real estate investments together. Each person can invest 5 grand or more, and then collectively we'll hit that high minimum investment of 50, 100 grand, 250 grand, whatever it is. So it's a great way to spread small amounts across a lot of different deals and investments, and spread your risk out. So yeah, sparkrental.com. Email me at brian@sparkrental.com. We're here. We'd love to chat with you.
Amazing, Brian. So step one, again, I'm just going to reiterate because I'm thinking because now you're telling me how I could create some passive income, which is part of the plan, right? So first you got to
Part of the
figure out
plan.
what it is your dream work and then go fill the gap with passive income. So reach out to Brian. Thank you so much for jumping on the show. If you have any needs, financing needs for your real estate investments, give us a call, reach out to us. You can find us at pinefinancialgroup.com.